Rock, then bend my knees every time the beat drop.
Welcome back to Just Give Me a Minute. I'm Kermit Williams and I'm here with Terrence Mack and Anthony Grisby. We're going to get right into our next topic, the NBA or college basketball. Which one is better? We'll start with Anthony.
Right now, I can't even tell you the difference right now because the NBA, well, I could say college is a little bit more better right now because the NBA, it's kind of like, it's not like what it was when we was growing up, like, you know, with the Bulls and the Lakers and the Celtics. It's like, throw the ball in, LeBron James, isolate him in the corner and have his other teammates just watch him play. That's ridiculous. At least in college, it's like you have to play team ball to win that game. It's in every school that comes into your stadium, they play hard any given night. You don't ever know who's gonna pop.
I agree. I think that the college basketball, college sports in general is better than the pro sports because you still have that hunger. These players and these people are still poor and they trying to get rich. And you're willing to do whatever it takes to get rich when you poor. Once you get poor, you get fat and lazy and you get But when you got that genuine hunger and that love for the game, then it makes the sport more pure. It's not watered down and saturated with all the money and all the politics going along with it. You go in there, you play, you show up every night, or you don't play, and then you lose your chance of making it where you want to go. And in the NBA, you already where you want to be. So it's like, okay, I love the game, but I love other things a whole lot more, and it saturates the game.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If it was one game you could watch, would it be the NBA championship playoffs or would it be March Madness?
I would definitely watch March Madness because, like Anthony said, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You never know. You can almost predict. You can watch the NBA, you can watch the playoffs. You can almost predict what's gonna happen. All you need to know, the only thing you might get wrong is how many games it takes before they win the series.
And it's like last year we can go to a lot of teams: George Mason, LSU, Bradley, Crichton. It's a lot of teams that people look at like, where did these guys come from?
Even the champions. Florida, nobody expected Florida to do it.
Okay, time out. I'm going to play the other side of this for a second. Okay, when you deal with the NBA, you deal with some of the world's best athletes.
True. Yeah.
And you see some of the world's most spectacular highlights. Why do you think that NBA jerseys sell way more than college jerseys?
For one, because college players aren't allowed to put their names on the back of their jerseys.
And they don't make any money.
Okay, and another thing I like to bring out about the NBA. Okay, now you telling me that you're not concerned about Shaq and Kobe playing against each other or Dwayne Wade against LeBron James? Those matchups don't intrigue you?
No, not anymore. After, like, in college, you got 4 years of watching these, guaranteed 4 years. It might not go 4 years, but you got 4 years to watch these people play. LeBron and Dwayne Wade been in the league for how many years?
I guess 3
years.
4.
So you tired of them by now. In college, you fighting for that chance. You fighting for it. Each time it's one-upsmanship. Everybody knows that one-upsmanship, that sportsmanship. You wanna see who's gonna win. You never know.
Time out. And it's like one thing my dad and other older folks was kicking it about. It's like the NBA is not even pure anymore. You don't even know. It's like back in the day. When you see Jordan played for the Bulls for like, 12, 14 seasons. It's like now, it's like, you never know in the next 5 seasons where Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, or Carmelo Anthony might end up. You know, they don't show loyalty to their team. Like Ben Wallace, for instance.
Okay,
Ben Wallace was the heart of Detroit.
Time out, and he's struggling right now. But along that, do you think that the salary cap has affected how teams are able to build dynasties?
True, that's one of the reasons too, but I don't think it's not that big. Like Ben Wallace could have stayed here. He would have took a $2 million. No, he would have $2 or
it was 2 a year.
It would have been a $2 million pay cut, and he would have been satisfied.
It would have been a $10 million pay cut over the course of his contract.
Okay.
That's a big difference when you're talking about dollars and cents and being in the business, because if he doesn't play all those years, he doesn't get paid for that. So you got to think.
But people, a lot of people choose money loyalty to the green over loyalty to their fans and their team. Just like Ben Wallace, everybody in Detroit loved Ben Wallace. He was nothing when he came here. He's a superstar when he left. He should have stayed here and he should have finished out his career, whether or not he likes the coach. He should have did it for the fans, for Detroit, for everybody in Detroit that helped him and cheered for him and wore afros and all that. But he chose to skip town for the money, and he's struggling because of that.
Okay, so what do y'all think about him not being able to wear his headband?
I think that he's an NBA player. That's what we're talking about. That's not purity. You're supposed to be playing on the court because you love the game, not because you love the headband. Get on the court and play. Shut up, suck it up. I'm sure we all had coaches we didn't like to play for. Coaches didn't put us in as much as we thought we should be in. But we sucked it up whenever he put us in the game. We played. Shut up and play.
Time out. When college students feel that they're not getting a fair amount of time to play or a fair amount of time to shine, many of them transfer.
Yes, they do.
So do you think that's pure because everybody knows that the certain people are going to the NBA and they cater toward that? So I don't think college basketball is as pure as it used to be.
It's not as pure as it used to be, but it's still more pure than the NBA.
And it's still getting a little bit better because they forced the NBA to have an age limit. So even though they was talking about early on ESPN, even though you might see this guy like 1 or 2 years, it's still the 1 or 2 years make an impact on college sports. Like Greg Oden, he ain't even playing right now. So if he don't step on the court this year and produce something, he might not even be a #1 draft pick. They're just going off his high school stuff, and that's not good.
No, you could be a bum. That's what people. If you jump straight from the league and skip over that college, then you never know. There's
Tommy Brown was #1. Tommy Brown was a bust, the biggest NBA bust in the last century.
Well, you got to think. Somebody drafted Sam Perkins over Michael Jordan. So drafts are inaccurate science. Exactly.
But Sam Perkins went to college.
He went to college.
He won a championship too.
1 championship versus 6 rings. You can't argue with.
True.
But the bottom line is drafts is not a proven science. So we're going to move on to our next topic once we come back from this break. Welcome back to Just Give Me a Minute.